All praise on high. Salutations to the saints that's going to see the stream. Your brother remain true. Your Ram Yahweh. Bring you Basham Yahabashah, Nasrat, Malach Yasharala. Khan. Basham Haraka Aman. That's right, the spirit of truth. All praise on high. Bless the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Mark chapter 13, verse 4, verse 3. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives over against the temple, Keith and James and John and Andrew asked him privately, "Tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign when all these things shall be fulfilled?" Verse 5. Yahweh answered them, began to say, "Take heed lest any man deceive you. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am the Messiah, and shall deceive many. When you shall hear wars and rumors of wars, be ye not troubled, for such things must needs be, but the end shall not be yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. There shall be earthquakes in diverse places. There shall be famines and troubles. These are the beginnings of sorrows. All right. So you see that? Earthquakes in diverse places, like Tennessee, 3 in a week. Okay. Yeah, that's right. That's a fulfillment of this prophecy also. Earthquakes in a diverse place. All right. But these are the beginning of sorrows. Okay. What else? But take heed to yourselves, for they shall deliver you up to councils. All right. And in the synagogues you shall be beaten, and you shall be brought before rulers and kings for my name's sake. For his name's sake. And what else? For a testimony against them. All right. So that speaks that the disciples must suffer, okay, at the hands of the so-called rulers, those that are in authority. All right, amongst the government and also amongst the religious leaders. All right, that's right. You still got people getting their ass whooped to churches to this day. Okay, that's right. Right, and okay, you definitely got people getting their ass whooped, killed by the government. Okay, because of the faith today. All right, yeah, that's right. So you're gonna suffer those things for the Messiah's name's sake, and it's for what? A testimony against him. What else? Verse 10. And the gospel must first be published among all nations. All right. So that's not the same as John 3:16. The Most High so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believed on him should be saved. Okay. Now that's the cosmos right there, which is the world that he created. But see, right here, you got the context showing you that the gospel is to be preached everywhere for a witness to those that believe, of course, but also as a testimony against them. All right, a testimony against them. All right, that's right. But something very important when you go through that persecution. Next verse 11, Mark chapter 13. But when they shall lead you and deliver you up, take thought beforehand what you shall speak, neither do ye premeditate, but whatsoever shall be given you in that hour, that speak ye. For it's not ye that speak, but the Holy Spirit. All right, now let's go to Matthew chapter 24 and get the same prophecy concerning the end time and the signs that's going to follow and what needs to happen. All right, Matthew 24, verse 1. And Yahushua went out and departed from the temple, and his disciples came to him for to show him the buildings of the temple. Yahushua said unto them, see ye not all these things? Verily I say unto you, there shall not be left here one stone upon another that shall not be thrown down. And what was he prophesying about or referencing at that point? This has happened already. This has been fulfilled. Well, he was talking about the temple, okay, the second temple, all right, which you can see that going back in. You can see that in Zechariah. All right, you can see that in all the prophets that dealt with coming out of the Babylonian captivity and the rebuilding that has something to do with the rebuilding of the temple because Solomon's temple was destroyed. All right, but now this the second temple that been built after Solomon's temple, and this is the one that they're saying is so beautiful. And the Messiah is telling them that this was also going to be destroyed. So when did this happen? It happened in 70 AD. All right, and who did it? The Romans did it. Okay, the Greeks. Matter of fact, these guys. All right, and the likes. Okay, Gomer and all his bands. All right, and he's gonna reference that when he speaks of the prophecy of Daniel. And what does Daniel tell you? That the king of Grecia was going to be the fourth beast, most dreadful among all these beasts of the earth. All right, that's right. Okay, verse 3. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, tell us when shall these things be? What shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world? The sign of the end of the world. First thing, same thing we just saw in Mark. Verse 4. Yahushua answered, said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am the Messiah, and shall deceive many. And that also could be interpreted as name saying, I am anointed, or like the Messiah sent me. I'm coming in. That's right, coming in his name, as in he has given them the authority as an apostle, or prophet, or preacher, or teacher. All right, but they're coming in his name, deceiving. All right, that's right. For many shall come in his name, saying, I am the Messiah, and shall deceive many. And they deceive you with what? Different doctrines, different gospels. That's what they deceiving you with. A gospel that's not the gospel that he gave you, that he gave his apostles. One Lord, one faith, one baptism. All right, it's not many different ones. It's only one. Okay. All right. Now let's get down to verse 14. All right, we see the same thing we saw in Mark. All right, let's go to verse 9. Shall they deliver you up to be afflicted. All right. So once all those things and signs start happening, they're gonna deliver you up to be afflicted and shall kill you. All right, you shall be hated of all nations, which is ethnos, which is ethnicities, for my name's sake. So he's telling one ethnicity of people that they're going to be hated by the rest of the ethnicities of people. And what ethnicity of people is he talking to? What nation he's talking to? He's talking to the nation of the Jews, the nation of the Hebrews. And by the way, some of them were so black that they actually called them Niger. You know, same word you get nigger from to describe what? Black people. Yeah, that's right. The original Jews. Yeah, that's right. Matter of fact, we could be traced through DNA. It's called E1B1A. Yeah, that's right. Praise the Most High. Verse 10. And then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall hate one another. And many false prophets shall rise, and shall deceive many. Let's just keep running. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. But he that shall endure to the end, the same shall be saved. So he's talking to the same group of people that's going to be hated by all other nations, the Jews, the Hebrews, right? That's right. So you Hebrews gonna go through so much hell that you're gonna start hating one another. And do we see that today? Yes, we do see that today. Okay. But those that don't lose their love and love their brother to the end, no matter how much hell we go through, that's who's gonna be saved. But he that keep his love, that's what enduring is. Okay. He just showed you by implication, because the opposite of enduring is letting your love wax cold, seen previously in verse 12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. What else? Very important. Verse 14, Matthew 24:14. And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world. Why? To save everybody? Nope. For a witness. See, a testimony, a witness. That's an accusing, an accusation. I can't pronounce it right now. Okay, but a prosecutor. You get that, don't you, Gomer? Yeah, that's right. An accuser. Okay, so this kind of witness is a testimony to show you your goddamn crimes. In other words, how we tell you we're gonna put charges on you for your crimes. That's what this is about. Okay, and this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations. Okay, that key phrase again, all nations, and then shall the end come. Now, what gospel did he deal with that should be published among all nations? Well, let's stay in this gospel of Matthew, and let's go back a couple of chapters. Let's go to chapter 21 and see what the gospel looked like back here. Matthew chapter 21, verse 1. And when they drew nigh unto Jerusalem and were come to Bethpage unto the Mount of Olives, then sent Yahushua two disciples. Okay, if that's an Israelite out there, salutations. All right. All right, let's look at the gospel. Same author. We're in the gospel of Matthew. Okay. All right. When they drew nigh unto Jerusalem and were come to Bethpage unto the Mount of Olives, then sent Yahushua two disciples. Okay. Saying unto them, go into the village over against you. All right. If that's you, Gomer, if that's you, because I know you got the goddamn bug in you, heathen. All right. Don't worry about it, you damn heathen. Salutations. Okay. That's right. Because this gospel gonna be preached to you whether you like it or not. All right. We told you we don't care about the persecutions, man. Bless the Most High. He'll smite your ass every time you try to give him a recompense. Yeah, that's right. So he sent two of his disciples, saying unto them, go into the village over against you, and straightway you shall find an ass tied and a coat with her. Loose them and bring them unto me. All right. And if any man say aught unto you, you shall say, my master had need of them, and straightway he will send them. Okay. So I need something. Anybody say anything to you about it? Just tell them no, I sent you, and you ain't gonna have no more trouble. This still dealing with that gospel right there. But when the king sent for something, it's brought to him, no questions asked. Okay, and this was done that it might be fulfilled, which was spoken by the prophet, saying, tell ye the daughter of Zion, behold, thy king cometh unto thee. Thy king, you see that? We just made reference to that king. Thy king cometh unto thee, meek, and sitting upon an ass and a coat, the foal of an ass. So you see what gospel was it now? The gospel that dealt with the daughter of Zion. Okay, that's right. The children of Jerusalem. All right. Okay. All right. Now let's get, this is reference uh in this particular passage, that this gospel telling the daughter of Zion that her king comes to her meek, sitting on her ass. That gospel is coming out of Zechariah. That right there was fulfilled that was spoken by the prophet, and that prophet was Zechariah. Now let's go to this prophet Zechariah and get a little bit more about this gospel of the kingdom that the Messiah is talking about, because he just said the gospel of that kingdom would be preached. And we're still in Matthew showing you that the gospel was a good glad tidings to who? Tell you the daughter of Zion, that her king is coming to her, meek, sitting on an ass. All right? The coat, the foal of an ass. And that's going to be in Zechariah chapter 9. And I think about verse 9. Rejoice greatly, O daughter of Zion. Okay? Zechariah 9, verse 9. Rejoice greatly, O daughter of Zion. Shout, O daughter of Jerusalem. Okay? So that's a black woman being encouraged right there. You see that? Okay? That's right. Zion and Jerusalem, as you know, are black. Yeah, that's right. Even the Song of Solomon tell you that. All right? The prophet Jeremiah tell you that. Job tell you that. Okay? Everybody tell you that. All right? They're black. Black into the ground, matter of fact. Okay? That's right. So this is the daughter of Zion, Jerusalem, the original Jews, black Jews. They're told to rejoice. Okay? Rejoice greatly. All right? Shout, O daughter of Jerusalem. Behold, thy king cometh unto thee. He is just and having salvation, lowly and riding upon an ass and upon a coat, the foal of an ass. So salvation was to who? He is just and lowly. He is just and having salvation. And that's to who? Rejoice greatly, O daughter of Zion. Shout, O daughter of Jerusalem. So this is the gospel that the Messiah was talking about. Okay? Now let's look a little bit further down in the same chapter, Zechariah chapter 9, that the Messiah pulled his gospel from. Okay? Yes, right. Because this was fulfilled, talking about him, and this is that gospel. So let's look at verse. Start at verse 11. Zechariah 9 and 11. This gospel of the kingdom coming from Zechariah. As for thee also, by the blood of thy covenant, still referencing who? The daughter of Zion. I have sent forth thy prisoners out of the pit where is no water. Referencing who? The Ephraimites. And now, verse 12. Turn you to the stronghold, ye prisoners of hope. Okay, even today do I declare that I will render double unto thee. So did the Most High, give his people double? No, we're going to get our double portions. We're going to get our double portions when he returns and give us all our rewards. Who is getting this double portion of what they earn right here? Who is these prisoners of hope that's going to be rendered a double portion? Even today do I declare that I will render double unto thee. When I have bent Judah for me, filled the bow with Ephraim, okay, and raised up thy sons, O Zion, against thy sons, O Greece. The answer's right there. That's who's getting a double portion, and made thee as the sword of a mighty man. So what strong are they being told to go ahead and fortify to? Jerusalem, the place that they took over, just like the Messiah said they would do. Go back to Matthew 24. Oh, let's finish that first. Okay, so return to the stronghold, you prisoners of hope. Even today do I declare that I will render double unto thee. When I have bent Judah for me, filled the bow with Ephraim, and raised up thy sons, O Zion, against thy sons, O Greece, and made thee as the sword of a mighty man. All right, that's the sons of Zion who's being beautified with the glory of their king coming to them lowly, having salvation. Now they're being like made like the sword of a mighty man to go against the sons of Greece. Okay? All right, that's right. All right. Okay, so you see, let's go back to Matthew 24. Let's go back to Matthew 24. Okay. What you see also now, a part of what was spoken of in the book of Matthew, you can get a reference from the prophet Zechariah where it was fulfilled. The Messiah came in lowly riding on the ass, but something else he was going to have to do too to fulfill prophecy. One day he's going to have to raise up the sons of Zion to shoot or to be against the sons of Greece, and they devour these people with sling stones. So, I don't know why we got disconnected, but all right. Now, Matthew 24 and 14 again. And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall come. So the gospel was to the daughter of Jerusalem, to the daughter of Zion. Their king came to them with salvation. All right. And also, a part of the gospel is that the sons of Zion was going to have to be stirred up against the sons of Greece, like a sword of a mighty man. Okay. All right. Why? For what they did right here. When ye therefore shall see the abomination of desolation spoken of by Daniel the prophet stand in the holy place, whosoever read, let him understand. Then let them which be in Judea flee into the mountains. So what did Daniel speak of? This is a desolation, this abomination of desolation. Let's go to Daniel 11. Okay. Matter of fact, let me double check that before I start wasting too much time. Okay. We want the latter part of chapter 11 of Daniel. All right. Okay. So let's start at about Daniel chapter 11. And 31. Let's just go ahead and get what we want. Verse 31, Daniel chapter 11. All right. An arm shall stand on his part, and they shall pollute the sanctuary of strength, and shall take away the daily sacrifice, and they shall place the abomination that maketh desolate. So while all these people talking about a third temple to be built, then for a third temple to be defiled or made desolate, they go to show you how they're the wicked that don't understand these things, just like you read, whosoever read, let them understand. The wicked don't understand. This prophecy has already been fulfilled. These heathen have already defiled the sanctuary in the holy place and made it desolate with the abomination. Okay? Let's look at that again. An arm shall stand on his part. They shall pollute the sanctuary of strength, and shall take away the daily sacrifice, and they shall place the abomination that make it desolate. And such as do wickedly against the covenant shall he corrupt by flattery. But the people that do know their Elohim shall be strong and do exploits. And they that understand among the people shall instruct many. Yet they shall fall by the sword, just like the Messiah said in Matthew 24 and in Mark 13, right? We're going to fall by the sword. What else? And by flame, by captivity, by spoil many days. You see that? That's right. Okay, now let's go back. Let's get verse 35. And some of them of understanding shall fall to try them and to purge and to make them white, even to the time of the end, because it is yet for a time appointed. Okay. All right. So we see what Daniel spoke of. All right. And that was fulfilled in 70 AD, recorded history. All right. Only problem is that you got a state called the State of Israel and a nation pretenders claiming to be Hebrews and Jews. All right. And they've got you all deceived. Okay. And this is like the Messiah told you that they would do again, like we saw in Mark 13, Matthew chapter 24. Okay, so we go back there. Okay. Matthew 24:15. When you therefore shall see the abomination of desolation spoken of by Daniel the prophet stand in the holy place, whosoever read, let him understand. All right. Then let them which be in Judea flee into the mountains. Okay. So what's going on here? The Romans are, coming in to put down the hammer. All right. And they're not going to spare any. All right. And they're going to kill you. They're not going to they're going to destroy you. Okay. They're here to destroy you. They're trying to annihilate you. All right. Flee to the mountains. Okay. And there's nothing new. The Messiah telling these guys to do this because they did this before. Let's go to, let's grab the Apocrypha. Go to not second Maccabees, first Maccabees, chapter 2. First Maccabees, chapter 2, somewhere in the latter part of the chapter. Okay, probably, let me see, about verse 29. If we don't get anything a little bit before that, let's get verse 28. No, 27. And Matthias cried throughout the city with a loud voice, saying, this is First Maccabees, chapter 2, verse 27. Matthias, all right, this is the father of Maccabees, Judas Maccabees, all right. And Matthias cried throughout the city with a loud voice, saying, whosoever is zealous of the law and maintaineth the covenant, let him follow me. So he and his sons fled into the mountains and left all that ever they had in the city. Verse 29, First Maccabees 2 and 29. Then many that sought after justice and judgment went down into the wilderness to dwell there, both they and their children and their wives and their cattle, because afflictions increased sore upon them. All right? That's right. So they went where? Then many that sought after justice and judgment went down into the wilderness to dwell there. All right? First Maccabees 2 and 29. Okay? Now, verse 28. So he and his sons fled into the mountains and left all that they ever had in the city. All right? So the Messiah is telling these guys to do something that they've already done before. Okay? All right, now let's go back to Matthew 24 and 16. Then let them which be in Judea flee into the mountains. Okay? All right, yeah, man. Been here before. All right? That's right. Because these guys ain't going to spare none, man. They ain't going to show no mercy. They're going to be bloodthirsty heathens, like they always been, all right? That's right. All right, salutations to the saints, man. This that gospel, all right? Showed you, all right, that the Most High got these heathens on this hit list, and he's going to hit them with his people, Judah and Ephraim, when he returned and redeemed Judah and Ephraim, okay? his people, his elect, man. That's it. That's all. Nobody else. All right. Everybody else are the heathen, his people, and who we're to preach to in order to testify against as a witness against the gospel that says, you know what, when the Messiah come back, he coming back to put us back on top. All right, we're here to testify that to all these nations, man. All right, that gospel, that's the one that must be preached before he comes back. All right, it don't have nothing to do with loving no heathens. It got everything to do with destroying the damn heathens. When I bent Judah for me, filled the bow with Ephraim, and made thee as a sword of a mighty man. Okay, that's right, man. To devour these damn heathens. That's the gospel, okay? That's the one that's being preached by his servants, the true prophets of Israel. All right. Bless the Most High. Till you come. Barakat Hashem Yahweh. Barakat Hashem Yahweh Shah. Barakat Hashem. Harakah Ma Hakadash Rakah. Salutation, saints. All right. Praise the Most High. Shalom to the elect. Judgment for your wicked. Khan.